rock fans, from wherever you are, coming out of your slumber just to hear our dulcet tones. Who are we? Musical People of Journey's new rock album review show. We're reviewing the latest rock albums, myself and my wonderful panel to Trish and to Chris. We are missing Dom, Dave and Lauren, either working or ill. Lauren has voted, so we've got our minimum 4 votes required. Today we are reviewing a Wunderhorse, who are Wunderhorse, Wonder with a U, W-U-N-D, Wunderhorse, or Wunderhorse, are an English rock band formed in 2020, so a relatively new band, by frontman and songwriter Jacob Slater, and this year's solo product. Wunderhorse became a full band in 2021, with Slater being joined by Harry, Peter and Jamie Staples. They have released 2 albums and toured internationally. Jacob Slater left home at the age of 17 and lived in London for 5 years. He was previously frontman of punk trio Dead Pretties before group disbandment in 2017. After Dead Pretties broke up, Slater moved to Newquay, Cornwall, where he found odd jobs as a labourer and worked as a surfing instructor while continuing to write music. And during this time, Slater also landed an acting role playing drummer Paul Cook in Pistol, a six-part miniseries about the Sex Pistols, directed by Danny Boyle. And Slater cited Neil Young, Joni Mitchell and Elliott Smith as musical influences. Slater began Wunderhorse as a solo project during the COVID pandemic. Asked about the band's name, Slater told Hero magazine that this was an old TV show from the 50s or 60s called The Champion the Wunderhorse, and started using the name as a joke. And it was one of those things that stuck. I used to love Champion the Wunderhorse. He later joined with drummer Jamie Staples, guitarist Harry Fowler and bassist Pete to form the current band. Guitarist Oscar Brown recorded with the band but later left the group. Wunderhorse debut album Cub was released in 2022 by Communion Music. It was written solely by Slater and produced by Kevin Jones and Peter Woodin. And now they're here with their new album, Midas. Will they have the Midas touch? Let's find out then, shall we? Trish, what did you think of Wunderhorse?
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. Was this album going to have the Midas touch musically for my listening pleasure? Well, from the opening track, Midas, which I quite enjoyed, I was anticipating what would follow. Rain was another good offering on this album. This album is very indie, which I have to confess is not my normal music listening, but I can appreciate the genre when it's done well. For lovers of perhaps Radiohead, then Wunderhorse will be a welcome addition to their listening pleasure.
Chris, yeah, you might not be a horse, but you are my champion. You're my champion podcaster who's dragged himself out of his sick bed to be with us today. What did you think of this album?
Well, this album is not the reason I dragged myself out of my sick bed today. I was not a fan in the slightest. I was consistently waiting for it to actually start and to kick into gear, and it just felt like it stayed in neutral for the entire thing, start to finish. There just didn't seem to be that much emotion behind some of the title track, Midas. When he says the title word, Midas, it's kind of mad. I just didn't get it at all. It wasn't my cup of tea whatsoever. I can understand people that might like it, but those people are not me, and I'm never going to try to, frankly. It's just not my cup of tea. It's like, it took me 2 or 3 attempts just to get through it, because I had to keep turning it off and putting something decent on, something else on, and then coming back to it later.
Something more of your taste, shall we say?
Yeah, let's put it that way. Yeah. Silence was no, that's not what I thought.
So this album is a double-edged coin for me. In terms of indie rock, I thought it was really solid. I really did enjoy it. There was a lot to the album. I think it was well produced. I thought it was well made. The other side of the coin, though, that I didn't have any really hero tracks from it. There was nothing really that stood out and captured and went, oh, I've got to put that on my cool playlist. Yeah, I like the sound, and I like some of the melodies in there, but not enough to go, oh, wow, that's absolutely fantastic. I've got to listen to that track again. And it's one of those albums that I would have quite happily in the background, keep him playing, and I would go, yeah, that was quite cool. So if I wanted more like a chill kind of indie kind of rock album, this would be kind of one of them. But it didn't grab me, slap me in the face, and go like, "You got to listen to this track again and again and again and again and again." So I thought it was solid without any real frills to it. I thought it was quite good. I think they're finding a way. This is only really their second album, and there's two bands go. They hit it big on their first album, and it goes kind of global, and then they kind of can never reach those kind of heights again because people's expectations are high up. I think this is a band that will definitely grow. I think as they're still a young band, and I think that there's a lot of potential in there, and I think that they've got some really good stuff potentially going on. So I would be interested to see kind of how they develop and how they grow. And I certainly wouldn't discount them. I think there was something there for me to go, I want to hear more of their stuff, and let's see where they kind of get there, because I think the nucleus is definitely there. I think there's something pretty good there as well. But will it be enough on this occasion into a Hall of Fame? Let's go and find out, shall we? Trish, what did you give Wunderhorse?
I gave it a 3.
You did. Chris?
I gave it half of that. I gave it 1.5.
I give it a 3.5. And Lauren really enjoyed it. She gave it a 4.
Wow.
So there we go. So definitely something there. Average of 3, which is our 9th favourite album of the month, 281st album of all time out of 428, and our 88th album of the year so far. Unfortunately, on this occasion, not getting to our Hall of Fame, but looking forward to potentially listening again to their next album and not have Chris on the panel. I'll spare him that. I'll spare him.
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't listen to their other stuff, but this album definitely was not for me.
No, absolutely. It's a journey, isn't it? Definitely a journey. Look at Kasabian. Their previous album we listened to completely blew us out. It was rubbish. And the latest album was fantastic and scored really, really high. So there we go. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Do you agree, disagree? Please leave your comments below. Like and subscribe, and see what you think. We love it. And do you agree with Chris? Do you agree with me and Lauren? Or are you in the middle of the road like Trish? Anyway, we'll speak soon. Thank you very much. Keep rocking and keep safe. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
Bye.